Meet Stickman Mickey. This is Stickman Mickey's life. Every morning, the alarm goes off. Stickman Mickey wakes up, he stretches, checks the time, already late. He rushes out the door, commutes, works all day. Not because Stickman Mickey loves it, but because he has to. Bills wait for him at home. Rent, food, subscriptions Stickman Mickey barely remembers signing up for. At night, Stickman Mickey sits quietly, scrolling, tired, promising himself that tomorrow will be different. Then he sleeps, and the next day, the exact same thing happens again. Stickman Mickey calls this life, but really, it's a loop. And here's the scary part. Stickman Mickey will never escape this lifestyle. He will live like this forever. Not because he's lazy, not because he's stupid, but because no one ever sat Stickman Mickey down, looked him in the eye, and explained the game to him. No one told him there were rules. No one told him there were exits. No one told him the loop was designed, not accidental. So Stickman Mickey keeps running, thinking freedom comes later, thinking happiness is one promotion away, thinking someday things will change. But someday never comes, unless Stickman Mickey understands the game first. This is how it all starts. Stickman Mickey is born. The world hands him a script. It says, go to school, sit still, listen, obey. So Stickman Mickey does. After school, the script continues. Get a job. Stickman Mickey gets a job. Every morning, Stickman Mickey wakes up early. He trades his time for money. 8 hours go in. A paycheck comes out. For a moment, Stickman Mickey feels safe, but the money doesn't last. Rent takes a bite. Food takes a bite. Bills take a bite. Subscriptions take a bite. Transportation takes a bite. By the end of the month, the money is gone. Stickman Mickey looks at his hands. He worked hard, but he has nothing left. So he asks a serious question. Why does it feel like no matter how hard I work, I never get ahead? The system answers quietly. This is how it works. You see, the rat race isn't about work. It's about survival. Stickman Mickey isn't paid to get rich. He's paid just enough to come back tomorrow. Then something interesting happens. Stickman Mickey gets a raise. He thinks this is freedom, but suddenly his rent goes up. His lifestyle grows. A better phone, a nicer place, more monthly payments. The raise disappears. Stickman Mickey is still running, still working harder to make more money. Not because Stickman Mickey is bad with money, but because the system is designed this way. And at the end of the script, there's a promise. Don't worry, retirement will fix everything. Here's the part that confuses most people. More money doesn't automatically fix your money problems. That's why doctors who earn a lot are still stressed about bills. That's why famous athletes end up broke. That's why some lottery winners lose everything a few years later. If money were the real problem, this wouldn't happen. The real issue isn't how much money comes in, it's how fast it goes out. Stickman Mickey grew up believing money is something he's supposed to spend. He gets paid, he buys things, and that's how life works. But Stickman Mickey didn't know that money is more than that. He didn't realize that money is a stored value. When you spend it on things that don't give anything back, that value is gone forever. From childhood, Stickman Mickey was told one simple rule: study hard so you can get a job. They said that if he studies hard, everything would be fine. He will get a good job, a stable life, better security. But here's what no one told Mickey. A job gives you income, not freedom. A job pays you today, but it quietly steals tomorrow if you don't use it well. No one told Stickman Mickey that the system doesn't want thinkers. It wants reliable workers. Workers who show up. Workers who follow rules. Workers who don't ask too many questions. No one ever sat Stickman Mickey down to explain how money actually grows, why owning things beats earning a salary, and how to stop depending on a paycheck to survive. Stickman Mickey didn't learn those things, so he stays exactly where the system expects him to be, working, waiting, and hoping it somehow works out. But hope is not a strategy. A job is a tool, not a destination. Before Stickman Mickey can escape the rat race, he must adopt the 4-hour workweek system, as outlined by Timothy Ferriss. It has produced more millionaires than the traditional system. Look at Stickman Mickey. He works hard, he earns money, but he is still stuck. Every month the wheel keeps spinning. Why? Because Stickman Mickey's problem is not income. You don't escape the rat race by saving every dollar. You don't escape it by cutting coffee forever. Those things help you survive. But survival is not freedom. The traditional system teaches you to protect your money, save it, guard it, don't lose it. But protecting money only keeps you in place. It doesn't move you forward. Freedom doesn't come from hiding money. It comes from producing value. That's what the 4-hour workweek system teaches. Stickman Mickey can create wealth by solving a real problem for someone and getting paid for it. That's it. No mystery, no secret trick. When you create value, money follows. Stickman Mickey trades time for money. When time stops, money stops. Owners build things that keep working even when they're asleep. This is the difference most people miss. This doesn't mean Stickman Mickey needs a big company. He doesn't need millions of dollars. It can be something small, an online business that runs while he sleeps, a skill that isn't limited to hourly pay, an investment that grows quietly in the background, content people keep watching on YouTube or other platforms, a digital product he creates once and sells many times. The size doesn't matter at the beginning. What matters is this: it pays him without demanding his presence every hour. That's real leverage. That's the real 4-hour workweek system. This is how Stickman Mickey can actually escape the rat race. Not by working harder, not by cutting more expenses, but by building something that works for him. This is Stickman Jerry. He does something different. He doesn't work harder. He just understands a few simple rules. The 4-hour workweek rules. Stickman Jerry also earns money. Stickman Jerry leaves some of it alone. He invests. Money that is untouched and invested begins to grow, slowly, quietly, almost invisibly at first, and gives it time. He receives interest in return. Time does the work, not effort. Stickman Jerry knows growth comes from investing and compounding. But Stickman Mickey thinks growth comes from working more hours. Then there's ownership. Stickman Mickey rents his time. 1 hour worked equals 1 hour paid. That's the end of the transaction. Stickman Jerry owns things, a small business, a website, a piece of an idea. He keeps getting paid as long as that thing creates value. That's the difference between renting your time and building something that belongs to you. Next is leverage. Stickman Mickey uses his own energy. He works harder. He makes more hours. He gets tired. When he gets sick, he stops working. Then he stops earning money. Stickman Jerry, on the other hand, sets up tools, the internet, systems, uses other people's time. Stickman Jerry sets things up once, so the work keeps going even when he stops. Leverage is not about doing more. It's about needing to do less. Stickman Mickey sells hours, but Stickman Jerry builds startups. If this video was helpful, don't forget to subscribe for more money and to learn about the system traps that quietly keep you broke or financially stuck.